More information just coming in on Christian Michel and the detail around him as he's going to be escorted to the CBI headquarters in just a short while from now. He's going to be reaching any moment now.
These are the first images of Christian Michel outside the CBI headquarters, coming to you live. Christian Michel is now at the CBI headquarters. He's now going to be questioned for the rest of the night.
On 4th of December 2018, news channels across the nation went into an overdrive to report India had successfully extradited Christian Michel. So who was this pale-skinned, well-dressed man that had everyone in a tizzy? Meet Christian Michel James, a key accused in the VVIP chopper deal that had the nation hooked back in 2013. Michel, a popular British consultant, was allegedly hired by AgustaWestland to influence top-ranking officials in the Indian Airforce and the UPA government to help secure the 3,600 crore rupees deal for the company. But before we tell you more about this man, let's revisit the alleged scam that is known as AgustaWestland helicopter deal. 1999-2000, the Kargil War exposed vulnerabilities of the Russian Mi-8 helicopters used for VVIP duty, and the Indian Air Force decided to acquire a new fleet of VVIP choppers. The IAF wrote to the Defence Ministry and proposed to the PMO that a suitable and modern replacement for the Russian helicopters be explored on priority. Only one company, Eurocopter, was eligible for having a chopper that could fly at an altitude of 6,000 meters that was specified by the Indian Air Force. 2003. To avoid a single vendor situation, the then National Security Advisor Brajesh Mishra recommended a few changes in the requirements. 2006. The Ministry of Defence issued a fresh request for proposal with the 2003 specifications to 6 vendors. 3 companies, including AgustaWestland, responded. Also, the UPA government, which was in power at that time, increased the number of choppers from 8 to 12. 2010, AgustaWestland signed a 3,546 crore rupee contract to supply 12 AW101 helicopters to the IAF. 8 of these helicopters were to be used to transport VVIPs such as the President, the Prime Minister, the Vice President and others, while 4 were to be used for other duties. 2012. 3 of the 12 choppers which were to be used to transport VVIPs such as the President, the Prime Minister and the Vice President arrived in India. But soon the deal got mired in controversy. Italian authorities arrested AgustaWestland CEO Bruno Spagnolini and parent company Finmeccanica's chairman Giuseppe Orsi over charges that they engaged middlemen to bribe Indian politicians and IF officials to clinch the deal in their favor. The names of alleged middlemen Christian Michel and Guido Haschke emerge as the ones who allegedly worked to swing the deal in favor of Agusta. The then UPA government immediately put the deal on hold and ordered a CBI inquiry. Former IAF chief SP Tyagi and his cousins emerged as possible suspects in the bribery scandal. Wait, confused? Who all were involved? Why don't we take a look at the cast of this alleged heist? Bruno Spagnolini, then CEO of AgustaWestland, in 2016 sentenced to 4 years imprisonment. In 2018, Italian courts cleared him of charges citing lack of proof. Giuseppe Orsi, then chairman of Finmeccanica, 2016 sentenced to 4.5 years imprisonment. 2018, Italian courts cleared him of charges citing lack of proof. Carlos Gerosa, alleged middleman in the deal. Christian Michel, alleged middleman in the deal. Guido Haschke, another alleged middleman in the deal. SP Tyagi, then Chief of the Indian Airforce. Italian court said Tyagi was involved. Sanjeev Julie Tyagi, one of the key suspects in the AgustaWestland case. In May 2016, at a time when the Indian investigation agencies and all of Indian media was on the hunt for the alleged kingpin Christian Michel, India Today tracked him down, and Michel made some explosive revelations.
Being part of Augusta deal, do you think that SP Tyagi and Tyagi brothers might have taken some money and distributed to their masters?
I think, this is only my opinion, I'm not an expert, but I think it will be found that they only received enough money to look like they are part of a bigger picture, which is what Haschke wanted to create to get into the deal and make the money he made. I think they were a front, a cover for a much bigger activity going on elsewhere.
And that elsewhere is where?
Well, that's back into Mauritius. Until we get into Mauritius and Kaitam, we will never know what this bigger activity is. You're talking about
Gautam Khaitan.
Yes.
What do you think his role is in this?
Well, he is clearly the brains, the law. He set up the structures. He opened the bank accounts. He was responsible for moving the money. So he knows. He knows what went on. He must know.
So you think he is the person who can spill the beans?
I think he has a great deal of information. Because in the phone taps that went on between Guido Haschke and Carlo Gerosa, Haschke's partner, they say at all costs we must protect Gautam Khaitan.
So do you think any of the Indian leaders might have been instrumental in cracking this deal?
No, I think the Indian leaders did their job. But to say that a man like Vajpayee or Dr. Mohan Singh or St. Anthony is involved is ridiculous. No one would believe that who knows of these people, who reads newspapers. It's impossible. They would not do that. So you're looking at a level below that. The reason I'm defending them is because I've been accused of doing something illegitimate with them. So I'm defending myself. The fact that it turns out I have to defend them as well makes my life more difficult because they're very big people and very difficult to defend with many political issues which I don't have. But that is what I'm accused of. So that is what I have to defend myself of. I have no relations. I'm not close to Congress. I don't know them at all.
Khaitan, a former board member of Aerometrics Limited, accepted taking payments from Guido Haschke and Carlo Gerosa. The CBI claims that he had admitted to taking payments but has denied allegations that it was part of any kickbacks. 9th of December 2016. The CBI arrested the former Indian Airforce chief SP Tyagi for allegedly accepting bribe in the AgustaWestland chopper deal. Tyagi was arrested along with his cousin Sanjeev Tyagi and lawyer Gautam Khaitan. The allegation against the former Indian Air Force chief is that he reduced flying ceiling of the helicopter from 6,000 meters to 4,500 meters, which put AgustaWestland helicopters in the race for the deal, and without which its choppers were not even qualified for submission of bids. Tyagi, however, has put the onus of the scam on former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh's office.
Please understand, when this decision was taken, the NSA was cheering it, the director IB was there, the SPG boss was there, the secretary security was there, the defense secretary was there, and the deputy chief of air staff was there. It was a collective decision.
And you became the fall guy in that sense?
I would like to believe yes.
In September 2018, SP Tyagi and his cousin Sanjeev Tyagi were granted bail even as the investigations continued in the AgustaWestland case. Back in 2011, Italian authorities alleged during a corruption investigation that Italian nationals, through intermediaries, paid money to Indian defense officials to change the terms of the tender to allow AgustaWestland to win the Indian contract. When the CBI was told by the UPA government to inquire into the scam, the CBI alleged that there had been an estimated loss of 398.21 million euros. That's approximately 2,666 crore rupees to the exchequer in the deal that was signed on February 8, 2010. The deal was to supply VVIP choppers worth 556.262 million euros. In March 2013, the CBI filed an FIR naming former Indian Airforce Chief SP Tyagi and 12 other individuals as accused apart from 4 companies, including 3 middlemen, Michel, Carlo Gerosa and Guido Haschke. The Enforcement Directorate too began investigations under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act. Investigators also alleged that while Gerosa and Haschke paid off members of the Tyagi family, Michel was dealing with the Ministry of Defence bureaucrats and politicians in India. And so began the chase to hunt down Michel. In Italy, prosecutors claimed that influential politicians were the target of the middlemen, allegedly hired by AgustaWestland to swing the deal. The Italian investigators in court claimed these included then Congress President Sonia Gandhi and senior Congressman Ahmed Patel. But no proof was submitted to justify how or why the names were targeted. Also submitted in the Italian court was a handwritten list of budget expenditure items listing initials of those who were allegedly paid off. One of them was AP, another one FAM, with some numbers against both these. Scribbles that could be interpreted to indicate politicians and senior Indian officials who had been paid off. The Italian court, however, refused to take cognizance of this note, calling it an estimate that did not prove anything.
Augusta exclusive. Diaries reveal Euro 16 million bribe to political family of UPA.
Back in India, however, the handwritten note caused much furor. The notes were regular updates that Michel sent to Finmeccanica management and to Guido and Haschke, mostly through fax and email. The handwritten notes were recovered by the Italian police when they raided Haschke and Gerosa's office and family residences in Switzerland. Michel's diaries, as they came to be known, were part of prosecution evidence against Haschke and Gerosa in Italy. During the Italian investigation, Michel claimed that the handwritten notes were fake and were prepared by Haschke. Haschke, however, claimed that the notes were dictated to him by the British consultant Christian Michel during one of their meetings in 2008. An alleged budget sheet found detailed kickbacks of 51 million euros to people codenamed POL, BUR, and family. POL, Haschke claimed, referred to Indian politicians. Later, the notes were procured by CBI from Italy. Michel, it seemed, was the cog that made all the wheels turn. Allegedly hired as the man who would be paid a fee simply to deliver the deal for a price. The BJP, then in the opposition, alleged the ruling UPA government of corruption. Sonia's Italian origins and the nationality of the docked company gave BJP enough ammunition to attack the Congress in Parliament. For a government reeling under the burden of multiple scam allegations, the Augusta scam became the last straw on the camel's back.
हमारी चोरी किया हुआ पैसा वापस आना चाहिए कि नहीं आना चाहिए? ये काला धन वापस आना चाहिए?
Investigators believed Michel explicitly advised AgustaWestland to target Sonia Gandhi's entire A-team, including the then Prime Minister Manmohan Singh and Sonia's number one aide, Ahmed Patel. However, when the Italian prosecutors asked Hashke during a court hearing whether AP in the note was a reference to Ahmed Patel, the alleged middleman said he did not know what AP meant when he wrote it down. He then went on to deny that bribes were paid for the contract and said that the alleged budget sheet was just an imaginary note drawn up that was never acted upon. In India, the CBI's own investigations into the records revealed murky details. While India navigated procedures for procurement of the VVIP choppers, Christian Michel was allegedly busy subverting the system. Indian investigators believe that his network of agents were reporting back to him on every single development. So he apparently knew about meetings before they happened, and so was able to ready the big bucks whenever the opportunity for a bribe presented itself. All this was said to be at a staggering budget of 52 million euros. An open, non-bailable arrest warrant was issued in September 2015 that prompted Interpol to put out a red corner notice in November 2015. Christian Michel was finally arrested by the UAE authorities in February 2017, but was out on bail in Dubai. Indian investigation agencies wanted to question Michel. He, however, avoided joining the probe till 4th of December, when India successfully managed to extradite him. But what does the CBI want from Michel? With Michel in a 5-day custody, the CBI wants him to cough up some answers and name names of politicians and government officials whoever allegedly received kickbacks, and chart out how the money was siphoned off through shell companies. And now an all-out political war of words has erupted in election season.
आपने देखा होगा हेलीकॉप्टर के घोटाले में एक राजदार पकड़ करके हम ले आए हैं आज। दुनिया का वो क्या निकलेगा पता नहीं, ये कांप रहा है, पूरा परिवार कांप रहा है।
Addressing a poll rally in Pali district of Rajasthan, Prime Minister Modi accused the UPA of letting the Augusta middleman escape for so long.
मैंने कहा था हेलीकॉप्टर कांड हुआ था कि नहीं हुआ था, हजारों करोड़ का घपला हुआ था कि नहीं हुआ था। देश में VVIP हेलीकॉप्टर, और वो चिट्ठी तो मालूम होगी, मैडम सोनिया जी की चिट्ठी है।
कांग्रेस की सरकार ने ऑगस्टा वेस्टलैंड मामले में कंपनी के खिलाफ कार्रवाई की, उसे ब्लैकलिस्ट किया, उससे पैसा रिकवर किया, और जब मोदी जी आए तो उन्होंने ऑगस्टा वेस्टलैंड कंपनी को प्रोटेक्ट किया, बेनिफिट दिया और ब्लैकलिस्ट खत्म किया। मोदी जी, कोतवाल कांग्रेस और चोर आप और इल्जाम हमारे ऊपर।
Now in CBI custody, Christian Michel will be asked about the 3,600 crore rupees AgustaWestland VVIP chopper deal and the identities of the mysterious initials. The question is, will Christian sing?